Welcome to day number 70. Today is a big day for us. We've been hiking for about 20 minutes right now.
We just made it to the ledges.
The ledges.
The start of the ledges.
The beginning of Virginia's Triple Crown. So we got the ledges, we got Dragon's Tooth, McAfee Knob. And also somewhere in the next
mile,
it's under a mile now, we're gonna hit 700. This is a good day.
It's a big day.
This is a big day. All
it's
right.
not too hot yet.
No, just a little muggy.
A little muggy.
It misty rained all night.
Yep.
All right. So we're gonna hit this, and I'll tape what I can tape. I'm not gonna climb the Dragon's Tooth, but I'll definitely hike out to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a good day. All right. Thank you. Well, I was under the impression the ledges was gonna be like yesterday. Doesn't appear to be. The views are kind of hidden in the trees here. I thought it was going to be wide open like yesterday, walking along the rock face. I must have been wrong. Oh well. Still cool. Still rocky. Still ridge running, so can't beat that. What else would you rather do at 7 in the morning, right? It's awesome. Sun's starting to poke on the other side over there. It is damp and humid though. Ooh. It's only supposed to go to 72 today. That's a lot better than 82. Alright, I'll put this away. Well, the views ain't spectacular with all the trees in the way. But we just saw 3 guys, 3 tents. It's tented up here on the ridge line. That had to have been pretty cool though. It wasn't too bad last night, just sprinkles. It wasn't really windy. That's always cool to do. We had 1 or 2 like that, tent sites. Those were fun. Yep. So maybe the only view was when we did our intro. That might be the only view on the ledges. I didn't bother taking a snapshot. I didn't climb out there because I thought the ledges was the whole thing. I thought it was like yesterday. Don't get me wrong, this is cool, but I think yesterday was better than this. The views would have been if we weren't all socked in. But either way, still part of that Triple Crown. And it's fun. A lot of deer around our site last night. I think nobody goes to that site. It was 3 tents off. We never even made it down to the shelter. We went about less than a tenth. Found a tent site, and that was good enough for us. So we packed in our water. Oh, it's tight in here. Nice. All right. All right, here we are. We just did our own little kind of hat trick. 700 miles.
At 7:07.
At 7:07 on day number 70. Bandit wanted to take all the credit. That's why he laid down in front of the rocks. Oops. That got dark. That got dark. All right. There you are, Bandit.
700 miles, dude.
700 miles, dude.
Way to go.
Everything but the smokies you did. Good job. All right. This is a pretty great day. I can't believe we've done that. 700 miles. It seems like the other day we were in Springer.
Right?
That's mind-blowing.
70 days ago.
Yeah, I know. It seems like the other day, though.
I know.
All right. Well, what do you think, buddy? What do you got to say? Yeah. I'll tell you what. You get a can of dog food at the gas station. You get your treat. We'll see if they got a pup cup. There you go. He's still licking off the cow poop. All right. The sun is out. The birds are chirping. We're still hiking along the ledges, heading over to Dragon's Tooth. Here's the golden boy in the sun. I can hear a highway down there. Well, here's the view from the other end of the ledges. Wait till you see this. Looks like that show Lost there in the big green valley. Although the camera might be getting fuzzed out by the sun. That is cool.
That's awesome.
That really
looks like
is.
scenes from Hawaii 5-0 too.
Right?
All those big green hills and mountains.
Lush.
In the opening.
Gorgeous. Gorgeous. And then that whole ridge line over there. Oops, sorry. Look at all the veins coming down all those ridges.
Wow.
Impressive. Bandit likes to go to the edge.
Living on the edge.
Absolutely gorgeous. That's what it's all about. Nice. All right, so I'm kind of in the middle of the Dragon's Tooth. I am not climbing this. I would come back and climb it. I'm not taking a chance of screwing up my hike. It's sandy. This type of stone just keeps breaking down at the sand with time. Gorgeous views. Like I said, I'd come back and do it. That's as far as I'm willing to go. Another house right down there. Nice. That was an understatement of a lifetime. That was brutal. Like I got any knees left after that. Whew. I gotta go find Carrie and the bandit. I see him down there. Whew. Probably waiting for me to get his dog bowl out so we can get him a drink. He needs one. I need one. Alright. Alright, well, we finally made it down from Dragon's Tooth. Took about 17 weeks. Brutal. That's a brutal one. That's a lot of rock. But we are down it. Now we're going to do this little road walk for 3/10 down the road and then a 10th to the left. And do a little resupply to get us through for tomorrow. And we should be good to go. Alright. Well, it looks like he's having a good old time overseeing everything. That's just doing his job. Hanging in the tree. Well, that gas station did it all for me. Pint of chocolate milk. 16-ounce coffee. A massive honey bun. A pint of ice cream. I think I got enough calories for the day. And then we got some assorted goodies. We're like kids in a candy store. Oh, we got some sandwiches for tonight. Honey buns for tomorrow morning. That way we don't have to carry water. Or as much. Alright. Got ourselves another cow pasture. Carry on grabbed him before he could even dive into that first paddy. Here comes another. Oh, it's a whole paddy field. Oh, that would have been a disaster. He wanted it bad. Not today. He was denied. God, I love these cow pastures. I could walk through these all day. Alright. Looks like we're coming to the end of the field. Just got to get to that fence. There are a few cows out here, and there was definitely a lot of evidence. It was pretty cool. It's nice they let you come through their property. They don't have to do that. Bandit's upset. He didn't get to update his coating. Yeah, it stunk that night in there. Whew. All right. Bandit got to go in the creek. Then he got to roll in the grass. Life is good. All is good in Bandit's world. And ours, because it gets that cow poop off him. This field seems clear, so he can roll in the grass all he wants here. Indeed, indeed. Looks like he's trying to get me. Yes, I'm coming, buddy. You betcha. That was a steep push. That's the junction. It may not look it, but that was crazy. Wasn't long, just steep. That's Virginia. You may have a lot of flat, but to get to it, it is steep. All right. Alright, we're coming down to the parking lot for the trailhead for McAfee Knob. And the Triple Crown that I spoke of this morning was wrong. I'll have to correct that. The ledges are not part of it. Dragon's Tooth was. And we're not going to hit McAfee Knob. We hit this parking lot. And now, last time I came through here was 2017. Now they got this beautiful bridge over here. That's gorgeous. Yeah, we don't get to use it. Yeah, we must. Oh yeah. I was like, boy, that would be a tease, huh? Yeah, there was no bridge here when we came here before. I'm pretty sure it was 2017. Pretty cool. A lot of day hikers. I guess it was a pretty busy road. So they put the bridge in so the people don't get run over. That was nice. I also remember eating at some steakhouse somewhere near here. I just don't know where it was. Alright, and then we're going to head up that way off into the woods. Alright. So that way, campsites that way. We'll check out the campsites first. Alright, this is the end of day 70. Major disclaimer. We did not do the Triple Crown.
No, we did not.
The ledges was not part of the Triple Crown.
The wife was wrong.
We just saw the names and then just a thought.
Yep.
So the only thing we did from the Triple Crown today was Dragon's Tooth.
That was a lot of rock climbing.
That was a brutal down. That was tough down.
Yeah, it probably would have been easier going up southbound.
Yeah.
Than coming down southbound.
But we're going Nobo.
We're going Nobo.
So we're going Nobo.
Yeah.
Yeah, so right now we're at camp 2 miles from McAfee Knob. Yeah. And then
it's 2 miles
then
straight up.
Tinker ledges or Tinkerman ledges.
Tinker Cliffs or something.
Tinker Cliffs. That's the other part of the Triple Crown. So we'll only get 2. One today and 2 tomorrow. But we did hit the 700.
We did. We got our 700 miles.
That we got right. And we got to go to the gas station.
And eat the best honey buns in the world.
That was huge. Huge. Even better than the Hostess ones.
Mrs. Freshley's. And they were humongous.
710 calories.
For one.
That thing was a monster.
I had our chocolate milk.
Chocolate milk.
He had ice cream. I had more muscle milk.
Coffee. We got candy bars. We packed out 2 sandwiches for supper tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And 2 of those honey buns for tomorrow morning.
Morning's breakfast.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be good.
Also, I need to put a big shout out to our neighbor, Chris and Russ. They sent us pictures on Easter of our house with all of the daffodils in bloom. Thank you so much. It meant a lot to see that.
Yeah, we doubled them.
Yeah.
They used to look scraggly. It looked a little better this time.
So our numbers were doubled or tripled, so.
I think on that new apartment, you need to put an AT symbol so I can find my way home. All right, so tomorrow we're going to do 17.9. We're going to hike into Daleville. We're going to go and book a room for 2 nights at the Comfort Inn, I think. I think that's what
Quality
it is.
Inn.
Quality Inn. We'll take a 0. We broke our 84. So, like I said, 14 a day for 6 days. And we did 14 for 2 of them. And the rest were 16, 17, 18.
We kept pushing 1 more mile.
Excuse me.
It didn't work out. Every time we moved, it was 1 more mile.
So we'll break the 84. So that's all you need. So that'll work for me. We'll take the day off. Banda deserves a break after this heat. We deserve a break. We got to get shoes.
We need shoes bad.
I got to get the blister figured out on my foot before it rots off. So far, I've been keeping it clean, so it just isn't going away. So a couple days off might help it out.
Yep.
All right. All in all, it's a good time. Great time out on the trail. And we'll try to do a sunrise. I don't know. There's a lot of people poised to hit.
Up top McAfee, yeah.
We were there before, but I seem to have lost the pictures. I can't find them anywhere. So we got to redo the pictures so we can prove we were there. All right. That's it for tonight. Peace.
Peace.